Anime Gypsy here with another Boruto episode review, this being episode 40. And I have a few things I want to talk about in this episode. It was a decent chapter, decent episode. It wasn't very good, it wasn't, awful. It was in the middle. It was okay. The one thing I really liked about this episode, actually, two things I really liked about this episode is the world building and the designs. Okay, so in the manga right now, spoiler alert, we have world building when it comes to technology, when it comes to the effects of technology on the ninjutsu industry, on the actions of ninja, on the culture of the shinobi world in Naruto, how that affects that, and that's cool. Here we have more world building in terms of locations. We get to find out the name of a village that is right between the land of wind and the land of fire, or somewhere around this area, I believe. And it has a bridge. It's basically strategic because if you want to cross over to another area that is in that direction, so to speak, you'd have to cross the bridge. Therefore, you have to tow. So it's geostrategic. It has significance when it comes to geostrategic areas. Therefore, economic benefits. It's kind of like the Suez Canal in Egypt and the Panama Canal in Panama, where you have the geo strategic location of the area being very important in the area's economy. So, in that sort of looking at it from that sort of perspective, we have an understanding of economics when it comes to this particular area in Naruto and also the place as a whole, how it operates. We see basically a small village community, which Naruto was pretty famous for way back in the day when we went into the sea of fillers that was the end of the Naruto anime before Shippuden. You had a ton of village areas where the village itself, a very small village, uh, controls itself. It's not a massive land like Konoha, like all of the other capitals. It's just a small, tidy little place with its own government, its own people ruling the area. So that's deja vu-ish, where you have the local village. So that's nice. Um, so in terms of world building, that was okay, but overall, let's go through bit by bit what happened in the anime and discuss it one by one. The first part was the mission bit, and way back when, in the original Naruto, I remember the first mission Team 7 had was something like finding a cat, and that was the mission I was expecting Boruto and the crew to get, and they got catching bandits, which was for some reason D rank. It's supposed to be C rank, I think, because D rank is, oh, you should bodyguard a nobleman shopping, like Team 10 is currently doing. Oh, find my cat. Oh, make sure I'm safe while I go to the ramen shop. So like those are D rank missions. And then you have the C rank missions where you see combat. So that's what I initially thought, and I think the reason this was a D rank is because they just initially thought bandits were just bandits. No ninjutsu, no killer skills, just a bunch of goons trying to get whatever they want to get. And then we get more detail into the situation where Shikamaru explains that this is a struggle between villages. These are two villages that are struggling to survive, and one village can't survive by itself, and in order to sustain itself, it is stealing from other villages. And now you have a Indra Ashura situation, when Hagoromo was like, I will send thee to two separate places where the tree of life is, and help cut it down and save the people of the area. So it's like one of those situations where the direct approach, Indira's approach of I'm just gonna chop that tree down, it just isn't going to work. Where you just need something else that would benefit both parties. Where not only would the people of this village be safe, but the people of that village will be safe too, because you can't be hypocritical, just talk about justice and just side with one bit and screw the other one. No, that's not how life works. No, that's not justice. No. So when it comes to that sort of thing, it's interesting, it's nice. And in that scene, or before that scene rather, there's something else I want to talk about. And characterization, again, the reinforcement of Boruto's hatred towards Naruto. Really? Really? I mean, come on. I mean, it makes sense because the arc that's coming up next is the movie arc where their whole thing is gonna be, oh, spoiler alert if you haven't watched the movie. Their whole thing is gonna be resolved, and oh, Dad, I never knew how hard you worked. I never knew you could be so cool, like that sort of deal. Ah, I, I won't lie. Part of me can't wait to see how they're gonna reanimate the movie. Hopefully, if they reanimate the movie. But if they don't reanimate the movie and certain parts are straight out of the movie, then I don't mind because I know that that money is gonna go elsewhere in animation budget. And honestly, I don't want the arc right after the movie arc be the arc that we're currently in the manga because no, the pacing that the Boruto manga is taking is very slow. That just wouldn't work. We need multiple arcs, multiple two minimum between the Ao arc and the uh, the the tuning exam arc. So I'm just saying because if we jump right from the tuning exam arc to the Ao arc, we're gonna have a Dragon Ball Super situation where okay, we're going to go ahead and you manga, and the manga could just suck it and stay behind. So it's either this or that, to be honest. I don't want another situation like Dressrosa where you are stuck because the anime is literally 3 or 4 episodes away from the manga, and you're like, oh, okay, we're gonna make it very slow paced so it doesn't catch up, okay? It's like, no. Create some decent in canon filler that's actually canon, like you guys have been doing. Reinforce world building. And this is something I've been saying. The biggest opportunity the Boruto manga has is to build the Naruto world, is to show us parts of the Naruto world that we haven't seen yet, to see the hidden mist which we have, to actually see the hidden stone which we've seen it but we haven't been in it, we haven't seen how it works, we haven't seen the economics of the place and what's behind it. The interesting thing about Boruto is it not only gets into the place as a just a place, no, you find out about the people, the struggles in terms of nationalism, struggles in terms of sociological issues in the city, economics. I mean, you have all that stuff in Boruto. For example, when they went to the Hidden Mist. So that's nice, and I hope they continue doing that. I hope it's not like the old Naruto where you just go into a village, struggle, done, finish. Okay, get more into the society that you're in, create more stuff there. That's my personal preference. I'm not saying that the original Naruto in terms of filler was actually no. The original Naruto in terms of filler was at times worse than Boruto. Boruto is doing a good job with fillers. For example, in canon fillers that are actually canon, which I've mentioned, like Shino's fight. Oh, that was nice. That was sexy. That was nice. That was perfect. Okay, so they go to the Greenbanks village. I believe that's what it's called. And they find a new character, Kira, Lady Kira. And they find out that Lady Kira is actually, the leader. And Porto's like, she's just our age. And I mean, this is the thing about Boruto. I think they're stretching his character a bit because they're making him more like Naruto, where this is something Naruto would do, not something like this is not something that Boruto would do. A mistake. I'm saying it's a mistake that Boruto is acting this way because the thing about Boruto and Naruto is that Naruto at that age that Boruto's in right now was straight up retarded. No, like that is a bona fide fact. He was the village fool. He was an adorable fool that needed love, but he was a fool. Boruto was a sneaky SOB. Boruto is the type of guy that would escape class without anyone actually noticing. Boruto's the guy that, is slick. That's Boruto. But there is some overlap in terms of Boruto's character with Naruto, but I think nowadays the anime is stretching it, and it's getting annoying, frankly. And this is actually reiterated multiple times. On their way to the village, Sarada's like, "Hey, don't cause any trouble," and then Konohamaru's like, "Everyone, don't do anything without the other people around you. Stay as a team. Don't split up." And then everyone's like pointing their fingers at Boruto, like, "He's talking because of you." I was like, "Oh, come on, you're likening him too much to Naruto. No, don't do that." That is a complaint that the fans have. He's too much like Naruto. So, actually, when it comes to that particular situation, Naruto, uh, he. How should I explain this? His whole spiel is that when it came down to it, he worked with Sasuke, even though he had the attitude of, "I'm not gonna work with you, I'm gonna be better than you." When it came down to it, him and Sasuke were a solid team. Remember that Shuriken Jutsu that he pulled on Zabuza? I mean, that's an example of what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is where the quality in my perspective goes down. It's such a predictable ending where, oh, they're under genjutsu because that has happened multiple times. Innocent villagers under genjutsu. Oh, that has never happened before, never ever in a filler. Oh, no, 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 we can't hurt them. It's literally the same situation that is in the Sasuke that is in Sasuke's story, Sasuke's tale that was told at the end of Naruto Shippuden in the anime, and the novel. It is the same thing that has happened multiple times in different fillers. So come on, pull a new trick up your sleeves. Show us something new. So this is where the quality goes down, but I think it makes it up with world building and with character design. The two ninja that we get introduced to, I think their character design is awesome. Because I think that way back when people thought of ninja, they didn't think of like, ooh, shiny headbands. Oh, and little cute kunai, kawaii. No, no. None of that kawaii stuff, no. It was just sword, shuriken, you're dead. I'm wearing black so you don't see me at night, and I'm gonna, my mission is to kill you. My mission is to kill you. I'm gonna kill you. So that's the mentality of people when they came to think of ninjas way back then, which is why it was kind of frowned upon to be a ninja way back then, and people were like, "I want to be a samurai, code of Bushido." Not, "I want to be a ninja." No, no. So, when it comes to that, that's where I think the anime takes a swan dive in terms of quality, but other than that, it was a pretty decent chapter. Two more things before I end the video. First one is you see we get, actually no, I'm gonna start with this one. We see a new design for Denki. In the Iwabe Denki Rock Lee team, Denki has a new design. I believe Namida also has a new design, and Wasabi also has a new design. I'm not sure if Surame has a new design because that was in the ending. And one of the villains in this anime episode said something along the lines of, "Oh, there are many accomplished fighters," and you see, the silhouette of all the fighters he's talking about, and it's the Konoha 11. I'm like, dude, where's Sasuke? But yet again, Sasuke isn't currently in the village. but he technically still works for the village. So, kind of missing a big one there, bud. So that's like the one thing I kind of it's iffy about. Oh, Kiba. Kiba was in that, and Tenten, the two people that were actually pretty weak when it came to the end of Shippuden compared to their other peers. Now, they were disappointments. I had really high hopes for them, to be honest. I hope, I pray to the Lord God, I pray to the dear Lord that they are much stronger and they do not disappoint next time. So this is all I have to say, guys. If you like the channel, just subscribe. If you like the video, give me a like. And until next time. Oh, and if you dislike the video, that's fine. And please comment why down below. Until next time, guys. This is Anime Gypsy, and I'm out.